Welcome to Polyphonic Press. I'm Jeremy Boyd.
I'm John Van Dyke.
And today we're going to be talking about whether music discovery is overrated. Here we go. Alright, so we came across this article, and basically what it's saying is, like, people, the general public aren't really interested in discovering music. They're more interested in just, listening to big hits and not really knowing what's going on in the general music scene, I guess. They're not really interested in collecting albums. They're not interested in...
I guess it goes. It's
discovering
like
music.
Yeah.
They would rather be told what to listen to, or just listen to what's convenient, and they're not active in finding music, as a lot of people are in trying to find like movies and video games. Yeah. Instead of that, it's more of music seems to be more of a passive thing with the general population, other than people like us.
Well, yeah, but okay. But, it came from... Well, how did they describe it in the article? Well, they were talking about how there's the idea that making more music available to the general public will generally, like, influence their tastes and whatnot. And the article was basically explaining why that isn't so.
Right. Yeah, it's like people don't want to, for some whatever. I don't know why it's like that with music.
It's like that with movies too.
Really?
Yeah, and TV. I mean, think of reality TV.
Yeah, that's true.
And stuff like that.
There's
some people really, they want to turn on the TV and shut off the brain.
But it seems less so than music, because you look at a show like Breaking Bad, which killed in the ratings. And it was really well written.
It killed in the ratings, but there's been good music that kills in the ratings too.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
So
I guess that's true.
There's something that is just so good that it happens to appeal to a very large portion, percentage of the population, and every medium will do that every once in a while. But
yeah,
it's generally the people who really think about what's good and what's not. Most people don't do that, but a lot of people do, and they're the people who will look at a piece of music or look at a TV show or even a piece of art or whatever, and can actually articulate why this certain piece like affects them one way or another, why it's good, why it's bad, and it's also partly why art is subjective, is because everybody's got a different opinion on it, if they have an opinion at all.
Yeah. Do you think it also could be that, like, think of someone who works a 9-to-5 job in an office. They work all day, and they're exhausted at the end of the day. They just want to veg. I completely understand that mentality of just being at work all day. Because for us, like, yeah, I have a day job, but, like, I do this as well. I'm actively listening to music. That's part of my job. So someone whose job has nothing to do with music or movies or whatever it is, do you think it could be just that they're just tired at the end of the day and they don't want to have to think about another thing?
Maybe. I've always kind of had trouble understanding that sort of mentality. I know it's widespread.
Well, it's not. I'm not saying it's like a job that they like. It's just a job that
I know it's a job,
right?
But sometimes I wonder if they do just whatever their job is, they do that, and then they go home and shut their brain off. What do they do? What were their hopes and dreams? What are they interested in?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's always sort of escaped me. They've got to be interested in something.
Yeah, and maybe they are interested in music. Maybe some of them...
I know some of them are.
Yeah.
Some of them actually do. And then, they go home and they're very deeply interested in whatever. They're very into music. They're very into art. They're very into, TV, movies, video games, whatever. Anything you can... Books.
But I know for me, when I get home at the end of the day, I don't want to do anything. So, but I only work a few days a week, so I can only imagine what it's like working 5 days a week, coming home and just wanting to veg out. I completely understand that. So, it's not that they don't want to discover music, it's just that they're so tired that they can't handle trying to make their brain do another thing.
It just sounds like personal hell to me.
Yeah, but when you've got debt, student loans to pay off, and a whole bunch of stuff.
I have a student loan to pay off.
So,
the idea of spending the rest of your life, I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. I know.
We're kind of getting off track here.
So yeah, but I think it relates to it. I think that's why maybe people aren't as active in wanting to discuss. They've also done studies that after the age of 30 that you're not
33, I think it was.
Well, yeah. Okay, but after a certain age, like let's say it's 30, just make it a round number. That you don't really discover new music. Like, you're not really interested in new music. You want to hear the old music that you grew up with.
Yeah. There's a lot of people like that too, but most of the people I know aren't like that. So maybe it's just a crowd I'm with.
Could be.
I don't know.
Yeah. So anyway, let us know in the comments what you guys think. Are you over the age of 30 and you just still discover new music, or do you mainly listen to artists that you grew up with? And do you have a 9-to-5 job? And if so, are you like tired at the end of the day and you just don't feel like listening to new music? Let us know in the comments. Be sure to subscribe so you know when we post new videos. You can check us out on Twitter and Facebook. Follow John on Twitter @FunkyDutch. And that's about it. I'm Jeremy Boyd.
I'm John Van Dyke.
Take it easy.